Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say, rejoice. Waiting. The activity of waiting. How do I deal with waiting? What is my attitude when I am asked to wait? The season of Advent deals with waiting. Again, it's a time to be active, getting our lives and our priorities in order for the arrival of the Lord. But nonetheless, we are required to wait. And really, the entire Christian life takes on this Advent character of waiting. Waiting for the Lord to come. Waiting for the new heavens and the new earth. Waiting for the beatific vision, for eternal life, for the day, please God, by the grace, love, and mercy of Jesus Christ, where we will be admitted to that place where every tear will be wiped away and death will be no more. But for that, today, we must wait. How well do we handle this waiting? We've now reached the middle of Advent. We're halfway through, but still yet halfway to go. Could we describe the character of our waiting as filled with joy? Joyful waiting. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Today, right in the middle of waiting, the church has us light, again, the rose candle. The church has the minister wear the rose vestment. The church instructs and really expects us Christians to rejoice precisely in the middle of waiting. And as we hear waiting in this valley of tears, how difficult, imperfect, and unpleasant this life on this earth can be. This period of waiting. And yet there can be joy in waiting. But we don't ordinarily associate waiting with rejoicing. Yet, we look at today's first and second reading. We have the image of the desert. We have the image of the farmer and his field. And we hear the desert and the parched land will exult. And even in the desert, there can be rejoicing in waiting for that day, knowing that it will come. And then we hear of the farmer, be patient, brothers and sisters, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient with it. The farmer, in the midst of waiting for the harvest, has joy. And we see there can be great joy in waiting. For me, I think the most amazing example of this is with pregnant mothers. Pregnant mothers. To think, is being pregnant pleasant? I don't think so. Think of the morning sickness, the bodily aches and the pains. Really, the trial, the strain going through pregnancy. And yet the joy of a pregnant mother, you see it in them. In the midst of that waiting, in the midst of that strain, there's true joy, knowing that the day of birth will come. And so for us, as Christians, who in this valley of tears, in this earth that's full of strain and strife, unpleasantness. It's sort of to be like the pregnant mother who's actually joyful during that time. For us to be filled with joy. The world should be able to pick out a Christian from a non-Christian just based on joy. Christians, we are to rejoice in the waiting, for the day of the Lord will come.